welcome back to Bayou City Geeks, the best 30 minutes you can have by yourself with your pants on in a room, alone.
Well, let's hope they don't have their pants off. I'm Jason Elliott. This is beautiful Bobby Behar.
What's up? Okay, so we are at a whole different location.
Again.
We're like nomads.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's good that we can, film in many different places, give, people many different feels. And
That's true. Speaking of nomad, Avengers. We'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so I saw Black Panther, the whitest dude you will meet. Saw Black Panther before this guy.
And I bet you stuck out like a sore thumb.
I did. Oh, my girlfriend and I were like 5%.
Yeah,
they were like 95. And we're there and they were there for Black Panther, and god damn it, it was good. I've always said that the best Marvel movies are something disguised as a superhero film. So Winter Soldier is still my #1 favorite Marvel film.
Political thriller.
Disguised as a comic film. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a sci-fi space film disguised as a comic film.
And if we're gonna sit up here and talk about movies that are comic book movies disguised as comic book movies, I mean you can even look at go outside the room, DC, Dark Knight.
Well, and then definitely, I mean, Dark Knight is great.
But we're talking Marvel.
We're talking Marvel, strictly MCU. It goes. I'd place it at number 4 on my list. Yes.
Number 4. What do you place as your number 1?
Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Winter Soldier, Guardians, Thor Ragnarok,
Panther,
and
Homecoming,
Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
Doctor Strange, I thought was an amazing.
I thought it was too, just because it's something that's different. I mean, and at that time, Marvel was kind of in danger of becoming very stagnant. They had a lot of superhero films that's basically kind of like a almost automated.
It was a paint by numbers.
Yeah, it was by the numbers thing.
And I want to have Iron Man in my top 5 because I started it all, but
other films have come and topped that since.
Yeah, it really has. It really has.
and that's a good thing.
And it's a very good thing. It's like Pixar, Toy Story will always be close to the top 5, but
I mean, you got The Incredibles, you got Monsters Inc.,
WALL-E, Ratatouille, Up.
Oh boy, yeah.
God, the first 8 minutes of Up is insane. Anyways, Black Panther completely blew my mind. Chadwick Boseman was phenomenal. You had Chadwick Boseman, you had Lupita Nyong'o, you had
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yes, he was so good because he kept the straight face the entire time. But the actress who played T'Challa's sister Shuri was the perfect little sister. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, they say he's. I'm hearing that he's basically the best villain since the Joker and Loki in the comic book film. Now for the MCU, pretty much he tops Loki, I hear. Or is like a close second?
He's a close second to Loki because here's why villains I think are when they're at their best is when you can see their point of view.
Well, Magneto,
Doctor
Doom in the comics.
Yes.
Not the the Fantastic Four, the three.
Yeah.
If we want to count Robert Culp's son from the 1994 movie. And sorry, I mean Joseph Culp is he's cool with me. I mean I've met him several times.
Fine, we'll count. Well, okay, so for
released that movie.
I meant the released Fantastic Four films. There we go, not bootleg. But with Eric Killmonger, you see his point. No. He wants
to protect Wakanda, correct?
So it's not that he wants. Well, he wants Wakanda to take over the world.
Kind of like how Magneto wants all mutants to just basically rise up against humanity.
Exactly. And I love the fact that also in Black Panther, they call anyone who's not Wakandan or if they're white, colonizer.
Oh wow!
Like okay, colonizer. I'm like, that's awesome. From a political point of view, but it was a political movie. It was a very political movie. The first, because you do get 2 bumpers. You do credits. You do get 2 scenes.
I've avoided all spoilers. You know, I go to comicbook.com for
Yeah.
for a lot of the news that we have on the show, and it's just like how Black Panther sets up Infinity War, how the ending explained, and I'm just like I can't.
For me, it didn't set up anything for Infinity War. Not really.
I guess maybe you need to go to comicbook.com and see what they're talking about.
I'll check it out. I mean, the very final one, kinda, sorta. But the first mid trailer scene was T'Challa going to the UN and saying, "If we are wise, we'll build bridges. The foolish build walls." I'm like, that is yes.
Okay, yeah. Now it's political.
Now it's political.
Fools build walls, huh?
Fools build wall.
Huh.
And
let's not even bring his name up.
we're not.
But we
You know who got a thank you in the credits?
Who did?
Donald Glover and his brother.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because the scene where it wasn't anything changed, but they added to the scenes. Like the scene in the trailer where the general goes, "Don't freeze." Like, I never freeze. That was Donald Glover. Just a little humor.
A little script doctoring.
Little script. But Coogler, his directing.
One of the more dynamic directors. I think he did Fruitvale Station, and I love that movie.
Creed,
Michael B. Jordan, and of course Creed. Creed 2's
Michael
coming out
with Michael B. Jordan.
Yep, and I mean, this guy here, and Kevin Feige wants him to come back. So.
He does. He wants him to come back for the sequel.
And I'm interested to see what he does, because I was reading 7 Villains. They had a great villain that I've been wanting to see for a while, but he's also a Spider-Man villain. I think I'm talking about Kraven.
He wanted Kraven, but he couldn't have Kraven because of Sony.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Because of Spider-Man.
And the thing is now he's going to have to wait 12 to 18 months to even get him.
Yes.
So,
but that's fine.
Well, actually, no, because it's under Sony, so Sony. I don't know what the nature of that deal. I know they use Spider-Man.
You know what? Here's the thing. I think if they had Kraven in this one, it would have been too much.
Yeah, it was way too much. Or just set him up.
If they set him up.
Have him on the background like somebody's watching TV.
Exactly.
Kind of like what Ultimate Spider-Man did. Instead of making him this out-and-out super villain, they just made him kind of like a badass Steve Irwin.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was a big hunter.
Show. Yeah, he had his own show. He was he was Kraven the Hunter, and then he augmented himself, which was illegal, which that would be fine by me. Mm-hmm. But Chadwick Boseman, the accents they use, it's because they were never colonized, so it's their own dialect, it's their own language.
It's own way of life.
Yeah. It's
It's not like the South African nation where, you had British colonizers?
Yeah, it was all British, yeah. No, it was, exactly, it was not, it was if Europe had never colonized Africa.
Because it was hidden. It was hidden for so many years. And the thing is, seeing this and reading the articles where Wesley Snipes is trying to play the character, since the early 90s.
Yeah, but did you hear, but even Snipes said that he's glad it didn't get made, because Singleton...
Yeah, Singleton was going to mess that movie up, with his, the civil rights movement.
He was going to be part of the Black Panther.
Yeah, but the thing is, give this guy, he could have... Well, the Black Panther mantle has had many, many takers.
That's very, very true.
So I would like to see something that delves into Wakandan history to where, hey, Wesley Snipes played... one of the Black Panther.
That'd be good.
Yeah, give just kind of like a little passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Or, I would have had him even play, T'Challa's father.
We actually do see T'Chaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a young self? Okay.
Yeah.
See, Wesley Snipes could have been...
Wesley Snipes could have been T'Chaka. That would have been really good. But,
but hey, maybe, another Blade TV show, or
He said he's up for... He actually said...
He had a meeting.
For Blade 4.
Yeah, he had a meeting with them about a possible Blade sequel. Because they have all the rights back to those Lionsgate and New Line characters.
Which is he in shape to do it?
Yeah, he's still in shape. Yeah.
I'm nothing against Wesley Snipes. I'm just asking.
He is 55 years old, so take that into account.
Exactly.
But then again, Ron Perlman was in his 50s when he did Hellboy.
True, but Ron Perlman also didn't do much martial arts.
That's true, and
he had a ton of prosthetics on him.
Yeah, that's right, and hey, Wesley can still go, I believe.
He can, but all right. So next episode we'll get his take on Black Panther. The soundtrack, I actually downloaded it.
It's on Spotify too, and I listened to some of it. Hey, it goes with the film.
It goes with the film. It's good. It's good. So the Super Bowl happened, and we got a ton of trailers. The Avengers: Infinity War. I loved it. We do see him in the iron. We see Spider-Man in the iron suit.
Yeah. Trying to stop some wheel. It looks like. I mean,
same with Thor.
Yeah, I don't know really what the significance of that big wheel is.
I think that's the transporter.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. We saw that. Lego actually revealed one of the fight scenes in its Lego set, and it's at the Sanctum Sanctorum. So, and it had like one of the
Black Order.
Thank you. Black Order, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. People have been like dissecting the trailer just to no end, and there's a scene where he might have lost his hand. Like Iron Man might have lost his hand.
Oh shit!
And he's got the bleeding edge tech coming out of his skin. So we're getting bleeding edge tech, which I'm all for that. One thing, let's see here. Let me pull up my notes again. Solo, Star Wars movie.
Okay, you don't like the guy. I mean, notice this. Maybe Disney knows that you're probably gonna have to warm up to this guy, so there's not a lot of dialogue or footage of him. You know, they're trying to hold it off.
The footage I have, here's the thing. The footage I have seen, because they showed the trailer before Black Panther, and
was it the Super Bowl or was it like the full trailer?
It was the full trailer, and I'm still going. But here's the thing. Here's why
But notice how they've surrounded him with people like Donald Glover, people what's her name? The actress.
Khaleesi.
Yeah. They've surrounded him with people, with well-known actors to help him.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I'm more excited about the film for the surrounding cast than Han Solo.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm sorry. Like, you could have gotten. And I don't mean to disparage the guy because I'm sure he's a nice dude, but he's not Han Solo. He's not Han. And here's the thing, and here's why I want to play devil's advocate to you. Like, well, they didn't give him much, dialogue in the trailer.
Or at least the trailer they put together doesn't have much dialogue.
Donald Glover says one line, but guess what? That's Lando.
Yeah,
that is Lando Calrissian.
And just the way, like, his facial expressions, his body language.
The fact that he's wearing that mink coat and he's like Donald Glover is just as cool as you can get right now. It's like, damn.
Very nice guy. I met him when he was on Community, and I was trying to get him to do his little Forrest Whitaker facial expression that he does in Community, but he was like, not enough alcohol in it.
Well, and he spoke with Billy D. Williams, and he was like, just be charismatic. Yeah. That's all Lando is, just charismatic, and you know what? Donald Glover's got that.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever listen to Childish Gambino, he's got that. But I'm gonna reserve my judgment.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna take my girlfriend the opening night. Yeah, I'm gonna drag her there. Just like she doesn't have to say. She's like,
yeah, I mean,
like we're going to Han Solo.
It's Memorial Day weekend, correct?
Memorial Day weekend, which is the same weekend as Compalooza. So, which we will hopefully be there.
Having a booth, yeah.
Come see us.
So, all you Houstonians, come on in.
Even if you're not from Houston, come on in.
Austin, Dallas.
Let's see what else we got. Speaking of Solo, if you'll notice, the Millennium Falcon is different.
It's before Han Solo makes the modifications to it.
And they used the original Ralph McQuarrie design.
Yeah.
And so like the dish is like facing upwards instead of out. And you have a lot of Star Wars fans bitching, which I've noticed something. People are just literally bitching to bitch now.
Yeah.
They're literally just bitching to bitch. They bitched about The Last Jedi. Well, that's not my Luke. Well,
it has to change.
Suck it up. It's got to change. People are bitching about how people are going to see Black Panther in full African regalia.
Well,
who gives a shit?
Here's the thing. People are even bitching that this movie's coming out in the first place. They don't want black superhero to be number one or even eclipse some of the white superheroes. And even some idiots in Tennessee went as far. I don't know if I even told you about this, but there's a poster.
I saw that. I saw that.
And it has watermelon in his hand. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, look. If you're not gonna go see the movie, don't go see the movie. But don't sit up there and resort to little childish, racist tactics to try and deter people from seeing it. Because the thing is, look, it's gonna come out whether you want to or not.
And whether you do your racist bullshit, guess what? Wakanda forever.
Yes. Wakanda, WTF.
Exactly.
Or FTW.
FTW, there we go. So, let's see, what else did we get? We saw the new Mission Impossible trailer, which, here's the thing, Dan Le Batard put Tom Cruise best. No matter what movie you see him in, he is cocky blank in that film. Top Gun, he's a cocky fighter pilot. Legend of Interview with the Vampire, he's a cocky vampire. Mission Impossible, he's a cocky agent.
Top Gun, he's a cocky fighter pilot.
That's I literally just said that.
Okay, sorry. Blanked out there, but
It's
you know
okay.
he's pretty
The
cocky.
outsiders.
Yeah, you know he's a cocky, greaser.
Exactly.
Jerry Maguire, cocky agent.
Cocky agent.
But the thing is, he always gets humbled, and he always has to make that
He
life-changing decision.
And this movie just looks so damn badass.
Yeah, I mean,
does.
he can just make. You know what the thing is? I think Tom Cruise is probably just gonna fall back on making blockbusters because the thing is what he's good at.
I mean, did you? I didn't see American Made yet. Did you?
I have not seen it.
I
but
want to watch it.
they say he goes as far as to have an accent and everything. Tries to do something different.
Well, no.
You know, and like Vanilla Sky, he tries to do something.
He used to.
different.
I mean, and I.
He used to take chances. Like
He used to
now,
take chances.
It's like big budget or bust.
Well, The Mummy.
Well, you know they're still gonna kind of try to go through with the shared universe.
They are trying. They're like playing out all the trying something. Like I think what was it? Gal Gadot was supposed to be like Bride of Frankenstein, but then they're not. But they are. But they're trying.
And then Johnny Depp was supposed to be the Invisible Man, or
and then he's not, but he is, but he's not. The problem is that they didn't go in with a plan.
no, it's just kind of like fly by the seat of their pants or throw everything
Yeah.
to the wall and see what sticks.
Because so you have the Mummy, and the Mummy was supposed to be the main villain throughout the shared universe.
Right.
Well, then they killed her, and Tom Cruise became the Mummy, but he didn't want to be the bad guy. He's the good guy. It's like, if you don't want to be the bad guy, then don't make the movie about you.
Yeah.
And on top of that, then what happened is with the Bride of Frankenstein. Well, the directors came in and said, we want to pick up right after the original. Well, you can if you're gonna. Then I mean you can, but then you're gonna have to flash forward to today.
Yeah.
I mean you just there's no other way to say it, to describe it. It's just
Well, and you know that Luke Goss or whatever, not Luke Goss, but Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. The Dracula was supposed to
start.
be the start of it.
And I think Dracula was going to be the overarching villain.
Oh, was it? Oh, that was so good.
I believe so, because remember he's supposed to start it and everything, and that movie just totally bombed. So
And,
the thing is, I mean, what can
You know
do
what? You know what? I think they should. I think Luke Evans plays a really good Dracula. I think they should try it again. Just try
Well,
it.
I mean,
Try it.
yeah, I think so too. I mean,
What else do we get? We got Krypton has offered its synopsis, and I don't hate the show now.
and it has a release date of March 21st on the Sci-Fi Channel.
On Sci-Fi, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I still have to watch Happy, but
Oh, Happy's great.
it's okay. So in Krypton, pretty much what you get is it's Superman's grandfather, and of course I was like watching the Titanic.
House
You know
of
what's gonna
L.
happen. The House of L is trying to rebuild its name. You get a legion of superhero character coming back from the future, saying that someone from the future is trying to destroy the House of L and kill the grandfather, so that Superman does not get created, not get born, because you kind of need the grandfather to make, Jor-El and Jor-El to make Kal-El. So, I like that premise. Now, how long can you have a show running on that premise? That's a different question. But, we'll see.
I can't wait for the show because I mean we're gonna get to see Krypton, and the thing is, this all was born out of Man of Steel when we see Krypton
Before the
you know,
fall.
and which had never been explored before.
Which is true. Well,
I mean, never in like the
you had
TV shows.
Yeah, and in the movies you had a glimpse with Marlon Brando,
Yeah.
which he still I love that. I love the first movie, or at least the first 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
But hearing him say Krypton just
Yeah.
annoys me to death.
But
still.
I can't wait for it. I mean, March 21st is when it comes out on the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm just waiting to see, how they, portray Krypton, on a TV budget.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. I want to see that. Now, speaking of prequels, in the same vein as Gotham, we're getting Metropolis.
Without Superman.
Now, here's the thing.
Just before he comes. So Clark Kent may be there.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it could be Clark. But it's going to be following Lois and Lex, and Lois trying to get dirt on Lex. So
It could be like those 1940s Lois Lane comics. Maybe?
yeah, that's something, and we've discussed that before. Like it could be that, and which would be cool if they do Lois Lane properly. I don't want the Joss Whedon butchered Justice League Lois Lane.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I would, you know what? I would say go for the Erica Durance.
Exactly.
You mean
that was a good Lois.
Yeah, very good Lois.
Yeah,
And then
good
you know,
Lois.
mix it up with some Margot Kidder in there. I mean,
Exactly.
maybe
And
actually
you
gives up a perfect Lois.
have now which Lex would you go with? Michael Rosenbaum or Rosenberg or Rosenbaum? Rosenbaum.
I would go with his and mix in a little Gene Hackman. Not so much scenery chewing.
Well,
Maybe even John Shea from Lois and Clark.
Ooh, that'd be good. I just don't want a real estate mogul. I don't.
I don't want him to be very over the top.
No.
You know, Lex Luthor is at his best when he's like, you know, that manipulative, cold, calculating. Lex.
Yes. Which they've kind of done really well in Supergirl with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. So we got that. I'm actually gonna do that. Titans. We have possibly a bad guy for the first season, Ra's al Ghul, which I think would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, and they're casting the Doom Patrol.
That's right, they are, which I actually dig that. You know what? I have to jump back to trailers real quick because we got a Venom poster and a Venom trailer. The Venom poster,
Very good, but
Very
the
good.
trailer did not reveal what Tom Hardy was going to look like in full symbiote regalia. And
now, once again,
their effects probably aren't even finished.
well, there's that. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go until November, but we got we saw the trailer for it before Black Panther, and that scene where he's like going nuts in the MRI machine. You can really see clearly the Venom coming up. But that's it. And I'm sorry, I really do think that if you are going to release a Venom trailer, give me yeah, we saw like the symbiotic ooze. Okay, I get that, but give me something.
Yeah.
Like maybe like a hand like flipping, webbing out. So I don't care, just something.
Yeah.
A voice, like Venom's voice. Like I want it.
Yeah, I mean, telling somebody's going to eat their brains out or whatever. I mean,
Now Venom will be as we said, I think last episode, it's going to be
Lethal Protector.
Lethal Protector and Planet of the Symbiotes.
Yeah. Maybe if this movie does well, we get separation anxiety.
That'd be good. I mean, now, Riz Ahmed is in it, but
We don't know who he's playing. I mean, they say Carnage.
Well, Scott Hayes is in it, and he might be playing Carnage. So we are gonna have Carnage. That's pretty much like that's gonna be the bad guy. But we'll see, who's playing Carnage. Let's see here. We're gonna jump back and forth between Marvel and DC here. Joel Kinnaman, who played Sergeant Flag in the Suicide Squad, so the Suicide Squad 2 is on track, and it will be much more grounded.
Good.
I don't. Like, how much more grounded can you get?
Well, I guess what he's trying to say is that you're not going to really have,
Like a
supernatural being that they're going to fight for. I mean, and this is what I think kind of derailed the first one was like, okay, you got a bunch of bad guys, and then they're trying to stop this big supernatural force in Enchantress, and I'm like, okay, see how it works. And it was okay, but I don't think it totally worked.
Well, even then, but even, I think the original villain was supposed to be the Joker.
Yeah.
And then
he was more like a background villain.
And I'm like, but fine, if you're gonna go grounded, make like him or I don't know or Clayface or someone like that. That actually will,
And speaking of which, Clayface has bitten the dust in the comics.
Yeah, they had Batwoman shoot him, which I'm like, which will push Kane to a more militaristic.
And which is kind of leading into a Batman family civil war. Because now, Batman is kind of screaming at Kate. And it's like, why did you do that?
Well, you have Batman and Tim Drake.
Orphan.
Well, you have Batman and Tim Drake on one side. You've got Duke, and I forget who else was. It was kind of on Kane's side, and then you have Spoiler. And Cassandra on Batman's side, and you have Spoiler quitting. So we'll see what happens with Batman. Batman itself was an amazing book, which I'll get to in a little bit. What else we got? Got that. Captain Marvel screenwriter is set to write the Silver Sable and Black Cat movie for Sony. Awesome.
Like a Thelma
Obi-Wan.
and Louise kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I hope that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is set to start filming next year in Belfast,
Really?
Ireland. And who else is Irish and Scottish?
Yeah. Well, let me see. He was in Train Spotting, and he actually played the young Obi-Wan.
Right? What the hell?
Ewan McGregor.
So, I mean, maybe Ewan said that, well, film by my home. Oh, if Ewan comes back, I'm like, done. I'll forgive him for a shitty Han Solo casting if they give me Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
Well, he should. I mean, maybe
he
you
is
can follow
Obi-Wan.
him on Tatooine, like when he's watching over Luke.
If you read the comic books where he's like they follow some of the Obi-Wan, and it's like, oh, so good. Drew Struzan is back, and he did the Ready Player One poster.
And we got a new trailer.
And it's Spielberg at his 80s best. That's how I can put it. That's the only way I can describe
This is like a total ejaculation of pop culture. I mean, you have,
All over the screen.
Actually, not just 80s pop culture, but like 90s and 2000s. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you got Hello Kitty, you got Voltron,
You got Halo.
King Kong. Yeah, Halo, Back to the Future. I mean, it's an orgasm.
It is, and I, like, for the love of God, I cannot wait for that to come out. And it comes out right after my birthday.
Yeah, like
March 29th.
Yeah. And then we got a Pacific Rim trailer too.
Yes, which I still have to watch the first one.
Okay, yeah, it's a good one.
I know. Like
the thing is, I think it's an underrated movie. I still don't think it's a March movie, but I mean, hey, I'd say put in like July, August, but yeah, I don't think it's like a March movie.
Speaking, okay, so let's bounce back to Marvel real quick. And Gambit has been pulled from the production schedule.
That movie is just very, very troubled. It's like they can't. I mean, at first, they had the directors and everything set, and they pulled out. Then they need to work on the script, and I wonder how much Channing Tatum can take. I
mean, you know what? It sounds a lot like it was a Green Lantern problem. They're getting the cast and the director, but there was no script.
Yeah, no actual script. And hey, the thing is, at least they're not going into production with no script.
That is very true. That is very true. New Mutants, we don't have a new trailer, but
it's got delayed because they want to add more horror elements to it.
Is that why it got delayed?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's gonna be PG-13.
Yeah, it was. They were aiming for an R when it was just under the Fox banner, which I think would have served it well.
But now the Disney picked it up.
Yeah. And speaking of Disney, speaking of this rating here, Disney says on their streaming service there will be no R-rated content. It's only going to be PG-13 or lower. Or above, or however you want to,
PG-13 low, so no Deadpool.
Yeah, so basically no Deadpool, no Defenders, no Punisher, yeah, exactly.
Well, now the Punisher and on, that's still gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah,
that got grandfathered in.
Yeah, so and the thing is with this streaming service now, what they're gonna do is they're gonna be multiple Star Wars shows, and the thing is we're gonna get that Star Wars TV show that we've been wanting for a long time, the Deadwood in Space. We're gonna get that.
Good.
The thing is, they said they're gonna be multiple series, so I'm kind of wondering. I know we're gonna get an animated series, of course, because animated stuff sells because of the merchandise.
Yes.
And we're gonna get that live action Star Wars. I just know that we are, because the thing is, Kathleen Kennedy even said herself that they have the scripts in a vault.
Yep.
They have 100 of them. 100 scripts.
Seriously?
Yeah, because at one time, 100 episodes is what you need for syndication.
Yeah, right.
So the thing is, now they have these 100 scripts. They have their own streaming service. They can do whatever the hell they want. They have all this money. The reason why the show didn't, go to production is because it was deemed too expensive. With all the special effects and everything.
But now it's Disney.
But now it's Disney, so you can do it, with Game of Thrones, costing like, what, $8 million an episode?
Pretty much. It's under the House of it.
Yeah.
Under the House of Mouse.
Yeah, so now you can do this series, and I'm excited, for one.
We're on rolling chairs, and my ADD kind of kicked in. Okay,
yeah,
so
still.
So we got that. What else we got? We got New Incredibles 2. Trailer and poster, and
you know what? I like the trailer.
The fact that Edna Moda's back, I'm good.
Yeah, Brad Bird is awesome as as that character.
God. But it's great. Mr. Incredible is a stay-at-home dad, and Elastigirl is the one saving the day. And
yeah, and the thing is now superheroes have been banned.
Is that what it was? I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
miss that part.
Yeah, I was watching. It's like, yeah, superheroes.
I think
back.
I was just like, it's back, and then like I kind of
And I think some people had like some problems with it. I mean, I didn't really read what they had, but I mean,
people will complain about everything. I don't care.
well, hey, you know what? And they complained about Captain Marvel's green Kree uniform.
Speaking of which, I was about to jump right on that. Yeah, and then it's like everyone's like, oh, why is she wearing green? Let me fix it. No, that's like she's in like her like starting uniform. It's like it'd be like getting pissed the fact that Iron Man was in a Mach 1 suit before he gets like the bleeding
And
attack.
that's what he was in the comics.
That's how she was in the comics too. She's in a green Kree suit. Calm down. Goddamn. Let's see here. New Girls. Hannah Simone has been cast in ABC's Greatest American Hero reboot.
Okay, I'm down with it. I
Believe
mean,
it or not, yeah.
now here's the thing. I would really love it if they cast William Catt in Robert Culp's CIA role.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah, I would really love that. And then they got to do an updated version of the theme song.
Walking on air.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was the original theme song or like a new updated theme song.
It has to be-
Maybe even Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars seems to be everywhere these days.
That's true, and Bruno Mars could do a probably fantastic version of it. But
Oh, yeah, he can
that
sing.
theme song is so iconic.
Yes,
Just like
very.
maybe like update it just a little bit, but leave it alone. He could hit those high notes. We got Deadpool. Yay!
And we got, the trailer, we got a very, very good helping of Cable.
Very good help in your cable.
And I like it.
We see Domino, which was awesome.
We see Shatterstar.
We see Shadow. Now, who was Terry Crews playing?
Now, they're saying that he could either be G.W. Bridge.
Or Bishop?
Well, no, not Bishop.
Who?
It was another character they said he could be playing. So we'll just have to, wait and see.
I'm going GW Bridge.
Me too.
Because it looks like it's there's a picture, which I'm going to put up now, it's Deadpool, Domino, Shatterstar, and Terry Crews, who I'm going to say is GW Bridge. So it's a combination of Six Pack and X Force, which this one is supposed to be setting up
The X-Force
movie.
But here's the thing. I mean, if you're going to set up that X-Force movie, that New Mutants movie needs to hurry up. Because
Well, you know what? But here's the thing, though. The New Mutants that they have aren't the New Mutants that went with X Force.
Okay.
Because remember, X Force, like some of them were, like Cannonball was X Force.
And what's her name? Wolfsbane?
Wolfsbane was X Factor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Now, the New Mutants is supposed to be that they are too unstable for the Xavier Institute. So he's trying to get them help before they can enroll. Something like that. But I want to see in Deadpool, I want to see Richter.
Well, hey, Julio Richter was in Logan.
He was, but in the future. So I don't think.
Yeah, so maybe they might retcon. I don't know.
Or maybe Cable brings it back, but I don't know. I want to see how Cable comes back to the future.
Well, we see Sentinels in Deadpool too, because it goes into Cable's time in the future. So
Yes.
We see Master Mold, and
In the trailer?
I mean I'm saying in the movie.
Oh, we better. I want to see a giant master mold on camera. That'd be awesome. Let's see what else we got. We got Jordan Peele's doing a Get Out sequel, which
Wow.
well he said there were loose ends in the first one, and also because remember like that the society that
It's still active.
is still active.
Well, in that case, then I want a what do you call that Django sequel? Because remember, there's still a bunch of plantations with
Oh yeah,
slaves.
I would love to see Django
But
sequel.
we'll probably never get that, dude. Because
No, we won't.
Quentin Tarantino says, "Oh, I'm going to do this. I want to do that," and they never come to fruition.
Exactly. Speaking of Deadpool and stuff we can't wait for, Tim Miller and Brian Michael Bendis are doing a Kitty Pryde film. Titled right now 143, which is the...
X-Men 143,
Yes.
where, it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Survival horror.
And aliens. And they're pretty much like marketing it as she's going to be Ripley.
Yeah, and it looks like the Alien video game, the Absolution or whatever.
The Ngari, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, the Alien video
Oh,
game where
yeah.
you got to creep around,
Yeah.
you got to be real careful and everything. Oh, yeah.
Well, she can phase, but he, probably, she'll be able to phase and be going through the mansion, which I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Well, I don't think anybody was there. I think she was kind of there by herself.
She is there by herself because
awesome.
the X-Men go on a
They're off
mission.
yeah.
And everyone leaves for they're half go on a mission, half go on Christmas break, and she's able to survive, and then they all get back like, oh, you survived an alien invasion, good for you, you're an X-Men now. Let's see here, we got Stranger Things season 3 will only have 8 episodes.
I'm down with that. I mean, the thing is, well, those kids are getting older, and you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing them, go from junior high to high school.
They are. They're jumping 3 years.
Yeah, and then just
or 2 years.
Yeah, and then just go on and end the show with them, about to get ready for young adult life.
They have at least 2 more seasons.
Yeah,
they got signed on for 3 and 4.
Here's the thing. I was thinking about something when I was at work, and Natalie Portman did a very, very great job on Saturday Night Live. She did her
That's
rap.
11. Yeah.
And I was thinking, if they ever did a flash forward to them as adults, Natalie Portman would be great as 11, because really, if you think about it, she was an adult 11 in V for Vendetta when she had her head shaved.
That is true. But would she be willing to shave her head? Well, she would have to shave her head again. Never mind.
Well, she probably would be. I mean, listen, Natalie Portman's a great actress. She's going to do whatever it takes.
I'm not saying she's not a great actress. I'm just saying, are you willing to, at a certain age, I really don't feel like anybody
Or,
anymore.
she can just play 11.
That's true. Just
regardless of what
let 11 be 11.
Yeah.
Speaking of Natalie Portman, she said she would come back to the MCU if they asked her.
I think she should play Thor, the Lady Thor.
That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. And
Me
have
too.
him be unworthy.
See her bulk up, all 5'3" of her.
Let's see here. What else? Bad Boys 3 is still on schedule to be filmed.
Well, let's hurry up before they start collecting Social Security.
No joke. It's going to be...
They've been talking about that for a while.
At least 10 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah.
And probably produced by, Michael Bay.
Yeah, it's going to be Michael Bay, yeah.
And
But it's just, they're in their 50s now. It's like, come on.
Yeah, well, speaking of Michael Bay, he's in talks with a Lobo movie.
Yes, which kind of works for Lobo. Lobo for me, it's a second-rate Wolverine character filled with nothing but explosions. There is no, with Transformers, please God, don't let this be a shitty film. With Lobo, I'm like, hey, you know what? Blow everything up.
But here's the thing, rein his ass in, please.
Well, I understand that. I get that. I get rein
and the thing is, okay, yeah, but
I get it.
I'm not a big fan of Michael Bay. I mean, I like Pain and Gain. I like Pain and Gain. Pain and Gain was probably his best movie to me. And followed by Bad Boys. I mean, all Transformers can kiss my ass.
The first Transformers was good.
Okay, that's like the best in the series, but that's like being the valedictorian in summer school.
Truth. but
it was still better than all the others.
But they've actually come out and said that after Bumblebee, they're going to reboot.
And yeah, and I was reading that coming up here, and hopefully they can get the shared universe back, because it really pisses me off that here these guys were, they had Robert Kirkman in that writer's room. Here's a guy who is like the benchmark for quality. If you read any of his comic books, the guy leaves no stone unturned. He wears his references on the sleeve without really becoming a slave to them.
True.
And he makes things work. I mean, to me, Walking Dead has been a great series. Invincible, which recently wrapped up, and I'll get to, and I'm sure you'll get to also. That's been a great series.
It is. I'm waiting for the final trailer to come out. And he's about soon. Hint, hint. Let's see here. Marvel Studios won't be playing with the X-Men until at least 2020, so...
That's, you know what? Here's the thing. When you have to go through, when you do a big merger like that, and I'm glad that Fox is seeing that, even though Comcast made a higher bid, which they have, they don't want Comcast. They want to go with Disney, because you know why? Disney is going to monetize the shit out of everything.
Money.
And, Fox is still going to be a studio.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's going to be more money for them.
Exactly. No, that'd be stupid to go with Comcast. Let's see here. Bill and Ted 3 have a title.
Yes.
Face the Music.
Yeah, and they're still waiting on, I think it's like a budget or green light.
They've got the script. They've got the director, who was Dean Parasot, the director of Galaxy Quest, which was awesome. So yeah, they're just waiting on a budget, which, come on, hurry up.
And please hurry up, because William Sadler's not getting any younger, and death is going to be a part of that. So William Sadler's about maybe 66, 68 now.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I mean, hurry this up.
Yeah.
And I've been watching him on Tales from the Crypt, and he was very good.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Henry Cavill is rumored to be in Shazam.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about The Rock?
The Rock. He's still attached as Black Adam, but I don't know if he can be the bad guy. No, the bad guy is
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong's Dr. Zhivago?
Yeah. Well, not Zhivago, but not the Kubrick.
True. Well, no, I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, Mark Strong coming back and playing in the DCU sandbox,
Shiva.
man.
No, damn it. What is his name? What is that bad guy's name?
Shit, it's not me. I know it, but it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. But hey,
He's gonna annoy me. IMDb it.
You know what? He's coming back to play. He's you know. And then here's the thing: he does need to redeem himself. He played a great Sinestro.
He played a great Sinestro. Yes, he did. Let's see here. Sister Maggie has been cast in Daredevil season 3 and is Joanne Wally. For those of you who know Daredevil, you know how big she is. If you don't know, that's Matt Murdock's mom.
And Joanne Wally was married to Val Kilmer, wasn't she? She was in Willow.
Was she really?
I believe so. I believe this is the Joanne Wally I'm thinking of.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she was in Willow.
If there's one person who has as much useless pop culture information in their head as me, this guy.
At Bayou City Geeks.
Okay, so that's really all the news we have.
Segue into comics.
Batman. Batman's been gold. Metal has been amazing. Archie's been amazing. X-Men Red came out with the Return of Jean Grey.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that.
And we have a new mansion. It's Atlantis.
Huh.
Namor has given them sanctuary.
Wow.
Namor and Black Panther. So Atlantis and Wakanda have both given mutants sanctuary.
And maybe we could see Namor go up against T'Challa in the second one. I wouldn't mind that.
No, I think for me Namor's always been a
Two Kingdoms. Two Kingdoms.
Granted, okay, I'll give you that. Tom King and Snyder just completely own Batman.
Oh yeah, and
so
Detective Comics is awesome. Invincible 144 is the one that I really want to get to. I mean, of course, I always talk about Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, because to me, that's how you do a Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I just look at that first Green Lantern movie. Ryan Reynolds was miscast.
He was.
He should have been Guy Gardner.
Who directed that film?
Martin Gore or Martin Campbell.
Martin Campbell. He didn't want Reynolds. He wanted my Green Lantern, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, and who would have made it much better. But like I'm saying, Ryan Reynolds is Guy Gardner. He's got that smart aleck attitude.
He does.
He's got that, he would be really funny.
He would be really funny.
Like that, that asshole Green Lantern that, okay, you know what, he may be, but he comes through, when you really need him.
That's very true. I can see that.
And this, and I keep saying it, I'll say it again. I mean, this is how you look to this series. This is how you do Green Lantern on the page.
Yes.
And this is how you should do it on the screen, because the thing is, it's a big space adventure.
It is, and
full of weird worlds and aliens and everything. But let's go to Invincible 144. And Robert Kirkman, he took this series. And what started as like a Spider-Man-esque series.
Are you doing spoilers on Invincible 141?
Well, I'm not really doing spoilers. I'm just kind of dancing around spoilers.
Okay, because I was like doing.
But I will say this. I mean, it's bittersweet. He really knows how to end a series. I mean,
really,
air finality to it, and it's good. I mean, because like Preacher, like all those Vertigo books.
They always have an ending. You have an ending.
Yeah, you have a beginning, middle, and end, and. What started out as just a typical, Spider-Man-esque superhero, really evolved into like a space adventure, and, there's like big fights. I mean, ever-expanding characters.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Characters you care about that you don't want to die, and then like...
And death was final. If a character died, they're not going to get resurrected.
Oh, like, what was it, Battle Lion.
Yeah.
Died and then got worn.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I mean, it's just... a lot of storylines, we're still going in the background and being manifested, and
it's true.
And huge payoffs.
It's true.
And the thing is, Kirkman, I mean, if I ever meet you again at Comic-Con, I'm going to salute you for this series.
Yeah.
You're making a live-action adaptation of it.
Yes.
And
is it Hulu?
No, movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Well, they I think they did an animated series at one point.
Seth Rogen and Adam Goldberg were supposed to be doing...
A series. That's right. They were supposed to be doing a series. Well, I think they're kind of going back, kind of deciding if they're going to do TV or film. To me, I would do TV.
I would do TV too.
Because it's
so
best
expansive.
serves.
Yes.
Well, it best serves. But the thing is, the budget. you start getting into space.
That's true.
You know, you gotta spend that money.
I'm going to vent about AMC's app real quick.
The premium?
No, just a regular app.
Okay.
The AMC app. When someone is trying to catch up on a show, don't tell them the spoilers that you're trying to avoid. I avoided the mid-season finale spoiler for 2 months.
I already knew what happened because I read comicbook.com.
And see, I didn't. I avoided spoilers. I avoided everything. I was good. I'm watching. I'm like an episode away from the mid-season finale. And what happens? Did you miss this? I'm like, you know what? I didn't miss it. I was trying to avoid that. Thanks. I don't need to get caught up anymore. Thanks so much. I'm going to just start from the beginning. Assholes. Thanks.
Hey, you know what? Can't win them all, but TV, you know, we got all the CW shows back.
We got him back. I'm getting caught up on Supergirl and Flash. I've kind of fallen off Arrow. I need to get caught up on...
Arrow's been pretty good.
I'm going to wait till Netflix.
You know, Flash, you know, they got the storyline with Barry, you know, in prison. Now
Elongated Man's kind of annoying me.
You know what? I thought he could easily be Plastic Man. And what they've done is they've done a combined
I think they've combined
elements.
Plastic Man and Elastic Man, yeah, and Elongated Man is kind of annoying me because I like Elastic Man and Plastic Man kind of annoys me.
I wonder when we're going to get Sue. When he's going to meet a Sue.
Yeah, he needs to meet Sue, didn't he? Supergirl's been great. Legends, I need to get caught up, but Legends been awesome. Black Lightning.
And I had a debate.
So good.
I had a debate with a guy, and he was like, black superheroes get the short end of the stick. And I was like, well, you know, explain that. He's like, dude, Black Lightning's like so corny and stupid. I'm like, dude, give it a chance.
But it's not corny.
I like it for what it is.
Dude, there's been some very harsh truths spoken on that show.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he was talking about Black Panther, too, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, like, Black Panther just doesn't, like, I don't think he really does it for me. I'm like, well, Black Panther is not a big special effects type of character. You know,
but you still get really great special effects in this.
And I told him, I was like, dude, just go see it. I told him today. I'm like, take your ass this weekend and go see it.
He is the king of the most advanced nation on the planet. You can't. That's the stick, not the short end. He has the stick that he will beat you with because he can, because he's king and he has diplomatic.
And I think that's just, you know, a guy who, you know, probably he's not really a fan of the comics. He just kind of goes off what he sees from the previews and whatnot. And maybe some of the previews have been underwhelming, but I mean, I was excited by Black Panther just because I've been wanting to see this character immortalized on screen for so long.
So good.
But hey, I digress.
Well, that's pretty much all our venting. I mean, actually, I could vent a lot more.
Well, for video games too, I read an article.
What did you read?
For the tournament season coming up for EVO, there will be no Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. In fact, there will be no Marvel vs. Capcom games at all.
What?
Now, in 15 years, there will be no Marvel vs. Capcom games. There's going to be Injustice, Dragon Ball Fighters. Let me see. There's going to be Street Fighter V. Oh, and there's going to be, you know, some other fighting games there too. But
I'm actually going to sell some video games and get Injustice 2 just for the Ninja Turtles. I've been told.
Oh yes.
I've been told that it's worth getting it just for the Turtles.
Yeah, and you know, back on EVO, I mean, it really tells you how they feel about that game, and you know, maybe how the fans feel too.
Well, and once again, dude, I told you this. Every time you go back, that's the one game that you go back and forth on. Every time you brought it, it's so good.
I mean, but the thing is, I like the game.
Yeah.
But there were some flaws. Some flaws in it. But the thing is, it's really telling at how this tournament organization feels about the game.
True.
If they're not going to have, you know, people playing it.
The first time in a decade, yeah, no.
And you know, Dragon Ball Fighters has come in and just you know,
literally like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And then also on news, we have Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out in October.
Yeah, it's been delayed. It was supposed to be out for the spring, but you know, one thing about you know, Rockstar, and just like Blizzard, it's done when it's done, and they're not going to give you a crappy ass product.
And that's going to be so. I'm gonna have to apologize to my girlfriend in advance because I will be disappearing into that game.
And I gotta, you know, apologize to all you geeks out there who might want to revoke my geek card when I tell you this. I never got around to playing the first Red Dead Redemption. I told him this, and he just kind of, you know, did the same thing, kind of looked at me crazy. And I did it when we went to Hunter Pence's
I know.
Geek Cafe. But you know what? I will get around to doing it. I will get around to it. So, just hold your horses.
I know.
But I mean, from what I've
I
played,
will loan you my game.
well, I have the Xbox version, so I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, anything else?
That's it. That's it. As always, be good to one another. I think that's going to carry a bit more weight. Be good to one another. Don't be assholes.
And like Bill and Ted said, be excellent to each other.
And with that, as always, I'm your co-host, Bobby Bearhart, and with me is
Jason Elliott.
And we will see you in the funny papers.
Go see Black Panther.
Wakanda forever. Ha!